I got wanting competition ain't dope. Beat you, break you, broke you, take you, send you to your little group on mute. Sooner or later, he wanna tell him with a dip and all that other Ringling brother. Sporty, naughty, hot bar, greater than HOI, shin, slam the flim, flam, and then jam. You can run, but you can't hide, you can't go far. No matter where you go, there you are.
Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Hi, folks. John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. Plenty of storylines taking shape in this series as we set the stage for Game 4, Chris.
Well, the number one thing to discuss is just how lopsided this series has been. You know, you get to this point of the season, Boog, and you expect both teams to be on pretty even ground, but it's not played out that way at all. And when a team takes care of business with such dominance and gets out to a 3-0 lead, I just can't see this series lasting much longer.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes, but hey, coming back to win the series has been done before. And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. First pitch moments away. And on the hill today, Edward Cabrera. What do we have on him?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Okay, all set to go. And stepping in for the Yankees, Ha-Seong Kim. In there at the knees. And we're underway here in Game 4. This one in the air. One away. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of
uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Ian Happ, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. 1 out, bases empty. This one high in the air to left center. Nabs it. That's out number 2.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent base.
Here comes Aaron Judge.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Out to center. Holiday. Makes the catch, inning over. Yanks held in check. And now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. You're watching the American League Championship Series on the show. Back here in Baltimore, getting the nod in this one, Clark Schmidt.
Well, his main pitch is that cutter, and he will use it to jam guys, especially opposite-handed matchups. And then, same-handed matchups, just trying to miss the barrel of the bat. He's just got to make sure that he doesn't start it over the heart of the plate, because then it can go right into the sweet spot of the bat. When it's right, it's got late horizontal movement, so he still has to mix in his other offerings. He can't just rely on that cutter, otherwise hitters will start diving at it.
Cedric Mullins leading things off and takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, this team was shut out in the previous game, and I'm really interested to see what do they talk about in that hitters meeting that's going to translate into the game and help them get on that scoreboard.
That one not close, and that's ball 1. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. Jordan Westburg will hit next. Sinker catches the zone at the knees. The wide to kick the pitch. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. See you later. He circles the bases, and the Orioles jump out in front. It's 1-0.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1's the count.
One out, bases empty, and a run in here in Game 4 of the ALCS. Swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Line to left, and it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
One out, runner at second. Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit for the Orioles. Right through there for a strike. O'Neill with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
One ball.
In the dirt. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Just missed. Man at second. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Just missed. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lined into left center, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and they lead by 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So 2 down, and into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Just missed.
2-0.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And that's the 3rd out. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. 2nd inning coming up from Baltimore. It's the Orioles 2 and the Yankees nothing. Fourth game of the ALCS. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Cabrera back to work. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end.
Like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you've got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that could cost your team the season.
Bellinger's dad won a couple of World Series rings in 1999 and 2000. Clay was a backup infielder with the New York Yankees. Missed with a changeup, and the count is even 2-2. In the 2023 season, Cody's dad, Clay, made a trip to Wrigley Field and sat in the right field bleachers to watch his son play. That's kind of cool. Well struck right field. And in one hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. And that one fouled off. Bellinger stands at second with no outs.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Ball one there.
2 strikes.
Smash to the left side. Tosses to first. One out in the second. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. Smoked on the ground a second. Slinging it to first in time. Now up as the Yankees DH, Jason Dominguez. Swinging a foul straight back. 2 outs and a runner at third here at the top of the second. Outside low and 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
High fly ball out towards left field. That one back there, and it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3. The Yanks leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Here's Adley Rutschman. On the outside corner, 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a ground ball. Rutschman retired.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Swings and misses at the sweeper. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to Sunberg, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
0-2 now.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
That one the other way. Kim tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down. Two outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. And there's a strike.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
2 outs, base is empty. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
2 down, nobody on. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Happ on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Orioles 2 and the Yankees nothing. On to the 3rd inning. Now here is Anthony Volpe. That one missed. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Mountcastle makes the grab, and there's one down. And up next for New York, Ben Rice. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
1 down, base is empty.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Now it's the second baseman, Ha-Seong Kim. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
To the right side, and that one handled. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So the Yanks go in order. They trail it here 2-0. As we go to the last of the 3rd. And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. And that one cutting but missing down low. Next pitch is downstairs.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
And a strike on the outside edge. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Bellinger sizing it up. And there's one away. Some great baseball history here in Baltimore, and obviously those great teams led by Jim Palmer and the skipper Earl Weaver. Obviously so many great players. Brooks Robinson at third, Frank Robinson back in the day, and then Eddie Murray and Cal as well. In the air, left field, Pat under it. And there are two down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left. I was told before I came to play in Baltimore that you're going to be around the best fans in baseball. Those names that you mentioned, they had success on the field. I played here 1 year, and still, when I come back to visit, I'm recognized in this city.
Swings through that. I think one of the other things about coming here, they do such a good job of honoring their baseball history. The warehouse out in right field, the statues, really just the entire ballpark reeks of history. Makes you feel like you're in the middle of a museum while you're watching a game. This to third, makes a sliding stop to first, and he beats the throw, shows off the wheels right there, an infield single. So a man at first. Here's the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Henderson, the runner at first with two gone. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw. Safe. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Next offering is fouled back. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. And the Orioles leave one, but they hold the 2-0 lead. And we're back. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Ian Happ. The pitch. And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Here is Aaron Judge.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
And Judge takes a strike.
You know, these Yankees just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits. So they might want to be a little more selective up there.
And the next pitch is way outside. The Orioles leading by 2 here in Game 4 of the ALCS. Ground ball left side. Fair ball. throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. On a line. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock. Happ on his way home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Wells digs in now. And that one hit 97 on the gun. No outs. Runners at first and third. Check on the runner. Bellinger dives back. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. Throw. Save.
Not only are they applying some pressure on the defense, it looks like they're trying to have a big inning with that steal of second. Now 2 runners in scoring position. This could be the start to a nice rally.
Two runners in scoring position. Nobody out. Outside with a breaking ball.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Stays alive. Next offering misses down and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the air, left field, down the line, and a foul ball. This to third. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. Golden opportunity right here. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. 2 away. And now here is Jason Dominguez. His first at bat was a strikeout. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. This is the American League Championship Series on the show. Back now at Oriole Park, ready to go, bottom 4. And now the DH, Ryan O'Hearn. And he grounds one back up the middle. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
So digging in, Colton Cowser. Fly to left his first time. In there, and it's 0-1.
You know, these Orioles doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Grounder might be 2. Flips it. There's 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at-bat. Right through there for a strike.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Ball. 1-1.
Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Ground ball up the middle. Volpe throws to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing this time around for the O's as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Cabrera back to work. Hit in the air, center field. Mullins has a beat on it. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
So up next, Ben Rice. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses.
Counts 1-0.
The Yanks down by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Line drive, Adam in center field.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Ha-Seong Kim, the next to hit. Kim, 26 years old, and he's a native of South Korea. Two outs. And another ball.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down that time. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Orioles 2 and the Yankees 1. Back here in Baltimore, John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Ryan Mountcastle. And there's a ball. That misses the zone. Now 2-0. And that's in for a strike. Fouls one off. 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Got it. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Here's a speed threat. Jackson Holliday. Fly to left his first time. That one at the knees for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Out to short, Volpe. And safe. He busted it down the line for that infield single. And it looks like they might end up challenging this one. Very close play, and we will take another look as well.
I couldn't tell in live action, that's for sure. And, you know, the umpire is so much closer to the play, and he thought he beat the throw, so we'll see.
Another look at it. Singer, are you seeing enough to change the call?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, it's close, but I think after looking at it a few times, we can see that this guy's probably out, and could be a good use of the challenge right here.
Looks like we've got an answer, and he's out. They took a chance with the challenge, and it paid off for him. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. That's in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Popped up. Kim. And he makes the catch. And that's the inning. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. But they still lead it 2-1. Fourth game of the ALCS. Ian Happ up to hit. And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Aaron Judge at the plate. Infield playing him to pull. Second baseman just to the right of the bag. Foul ball there. That one misses. 1-1. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Yennier Cano is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Baker getting cranked up as well. The Orioles up by a run here in Game 4 of the ALCS. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
And it's even up. Judge rips that one. Mullins moving under it. They got it for out number 2. And here comes Bellinger.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Ripped on a line. Mullins puts it away, and that is that. So they make short work of him there. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Orioles 2 and the Yankees 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throws to first in time. And a quick out, number 1. So digging in, Gunnar Henderson.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher. Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Schmidt ready to fire now. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-2 is the count.
He goes down looking. Chris, third time through the order and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. Inside. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
All right side, it's through for a hit. Now it's the DH, Ryan O'Hearn. That one's in there. That's strike 1. O'Neill off of first with 2 away. Next offering is downstairs. The other way, and makes the play, and that's out number 3. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Game 4 heads to the 7th inning now. It's the Orioles 2 and the Yankees 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Keegan Akin.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, 1-run game. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Has grounded out a couple of times. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Ugly cut on the slider for strike 3. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And here is Oswaldo Cabrera, 0 for 2 in this one. He was late there, strike 1. Trying to hold a 1-run lead late here in game 4. Up the middle, boots it. Man at first with 1 gone. Jason Dominguez getting ready to hit. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Mullins brings it in with a nice running grab.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. On the ground to short, Henderson. They get the force, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. They're down 2-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Landon Knack.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Now here is Colton Cowser. That's in there. And that's strike 1.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
1-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
And that is out of play. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And that one fouled off. Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Yennier Cano.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well, 1-run game. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
On the ground. Whips it across. And that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
Here's the second baseman, Hae-Sung Kim. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one fouled off. That's out to center field. 2 down. And stepping in for the Yankees, Ian Happ. 1 for 3. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that extends the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Two outs, runner at first. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge.
And things could change quickly here with one swing. Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
That's off the inside corner, and that is ball one. Just missed. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in Game 4 of the ALCS. And fouled off. Two outs. Inside. 3-1.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Judge waits. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Got him looking. The Judge is down on strikes. One hit, one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Orioles 2 and the Yankees 1. And we're back. Bottom of the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. Nat, 27 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Nat back to work. And first offering is fouled off. That clips the corner. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball, still 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Right through there for a strike. That one missing inside. Next pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike. That's down and in.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with a 3-1 count.
Next offering is in for a strike. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Westburg in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-0.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. On the corner at the knees for a strike. Just missing there. And a full count now. Gunnar Henderson next at bat for Baltimore. strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. Orioles held in check there. They lead it 2-1. Felix Bautista comes on trying to close it out.
Now this is an extremely confident pitcher. He loves the pressure. Actually likes the one-run game better than a comfortable 3-run save opportunity because that's when he pitches his best.
Bellinger swings through it for strike 1.
0-1.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That clips the zone, and the count is 0-2. There's the splitter in the dirt, swing and a miss. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike.
If you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with a fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
He's 2 outs away. At the plate, Austin Wells.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Tap foul at the plate. A 1-run lead late here in Game 4. Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. And that misses. And the count 1-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Gets under it and pops it up. And there's 2 away. So they're down to their final out. And up next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up.
One strike away. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one missed.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
You never want to come into a postseason series and get swept. You want to feel like you've had a chance. You've worked so hard to get here. They've still got a long way to go, but after this win in Game 4, maybe, just maybe, they feel like they've got a chance.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.